million illegal immigrants in Illinois. I suspect most of them live in and around Chicago. Why wouldn't you surge federal law enforcement resources to the place where that many people are violating federal law?
Scott Jennings, at his main gig when he's not doing his podcasts, he sits at a table with a bunch of retards.
He's declared 9 emergencies since he's elected so that he can violate all sorts of constitutional norms when it comes to deporting people and all sorts of other things.
Do you believe it is violating constitutional norms for the president, the head of the federal government, the head of the executive branch, to be enforcing federal immigration law? Because a big issue here, there are over 500,000 illegal immigrants in Illinois. I suspect most of them live in and around Chicago. Why wouldn't you surge federal law enforcement resources to the place where that many people are violating federal law?
Yeah, you hear me talk about ICE. I'm talking about the National Guard. They're different things.
Wait a minute.
Well, he's talking about doing both, and I grant you they're separate pots, but do you believe it's wrong for the president to send ICE, CPB, because the Democrats in Chicago don't want any of it for...
Right. Jonah Goldberg, that's that guy's name, right? It's like, dude, you're supposed to be a conservative. I don't know what you really are. I guess you're an anti-Trump conservative or something, but it's like, whether it's to stop illegal immigration, which is the job of the federal government, or it's to stop insane criminality, why would you not be for? Look, I don't like the idea of the president just willy-nilly being like, everything's an emergency, right? You start going down that road and they can always figure out a way to call for an emergency, for emergency powers. Palpatine did it. We've been through the story, right? Like, so the concept of that I can get on board, but I don't know. So how many people would you like killed in Chicago? How many people have to flee Chicago? If here in Miami, there were just every other day, there were just a couple people being shot left and right for different reasons, and then the mayor of Chicago and then the governor of Florida were doing nothing about it, I, as a Floridian, would want the federal government to get involved to do something. That's asking very little. Could you just make sure we don't get shot and or raped while we're going to Starbucks? That's not asking.